Yo, what's good, YouTube, man? Welcome back to the Rainbow Six Siege Tips Guys tutorial. In today's Tips Guys tutorial, we're going to be talking about how to stop relying on sound, and pretty much what this will do is make you a better player. Now, before we get into the video, if you're new to the channel and you want to get better at the game, this is the channel for you, so why not subscribe and turn on post notifications, and I guarantee you by the end of the week, you either get better at the game or you learn something new. So without further ado, let's get into it. So, the first things I want to talk about is how you should be using sound in this game. And the thing about this game is that it has problems, and with problems, there's gonna be issues. So pretty much, when you're playing in this game, you want to use 70% of your brain and your fingers, and 30% sound. And the reason why I say that's probably not accurate, but I'm just throwing numbers at y'all so I can pretty much understand what I'm saying. And the reason why you should play like this is because you can't rely on sound as much in this game. Yes, when sound works, it's good, you use it. But when it doesn't, you can't completely just shut down and don't know what to do. And which leads me to my next point, is that there's a lot of times where I see people, they go, oh, I didn't hear them, and they just die, or they blame it or they blame their death on the fact that they couldn't hear. And that's pretty much what I'm trying to teach you guys, is that you don't always need to hear it to get a kill, to push into a room, to kill somebody, to not get killed. You have to stop relying on sound, and this will make you better. And meaning that sometimes you just have to make judgment of where people are on, or just how to move around the map. You don't always have to be like, oh, let me just hear and everything, because that's what I see most people. I see it in people's streams, videos, everything. You know what I'm saying? I see it in games myself. People will literally sit in a corner like this, or this is just an example. They literally sit here and they won't aim at nothing, and they know somebody's near them, and they'll just try to listen for them, right? And then for some reason the dude would just run in and shoot you in the face, right? You're not at ES and you're just sitting there listening. You can't sit there and just listen. You have to aim at something, hold an angle, and use your ears. I see too many people just sitting there trying to listen and blaming certain deaths on the fact that they couldn't hear. Now I understand that there's sometimes that the audio actually doesn't work, and somebody might have ran up behind you and you might have actually didn't hear them, or there was no audio, which is fine. But what I'm trying to get y'all to understand is that you can't blame everything on the fact that you didn't hear them, or, you know what I'm saying? It's not always about that. You have to be able to play and make judgments without hearing and with your eyes. That's another thing. Too many people that try to play just by hearing. Play by what you see. Play by what you know that's going on. Whether it's teammates call out, they're pushing master, right? And they're pushing red stairs door, right? You shouldn't have to, you know what I'm saying, hear that. Those are calls being made. You should know that. You shouldn't have to confirm and listen for it, because that doesn't help anything. If anything, it just takes you longer to understand what's going on. And let's say by the time you try to hear, you run around the crossfires and you're dead because you're trying to listen for what's going on instead of playing with your eyes and your fingers. So, in conclusion, there's ways to pretty much, I'm gonna tell you guys how to pretty much stop this habit of blaming pretty much your deaths on the fact that you couldn't hear and things like that. Simple as this. Go into the T hunts when you run your normal T hunts, or some people do, some people don't. But if you want to stop this habit of relying on hearing and sitting there hearing all the time, and then when somebody run head first at you and you don't hear them, you blame it on that. It's bigger than that. You have to, in order to be a better player, you can't rely on the game, because the game is not consistent at what it does, meaning that the sound doesn't always work. Certain things, game mechanics don't always work how they're supposed to be, and that's how you got to play, because that's just how the game is. So pretty much, you go into a T hunt and you literally play with no audio. Just play with your ears, play with what you see. Just play like that. What that would do, it will pretty much just and do it repetitively. Don't play one terrorist hunt. Play every terrorist hunt every day that you play the game with no sound, and then play the other one with sound. And what this pretty much would do is get you out of that habit of blaming your deaths on sound, and pretty much make you a better player and play with your eyes, because you're not going to always hear that guy come up behind you. Let's say you kill somebody here, bam, the audio from your gun or his gun or somebody else's gun or a breach might go off, and you may not, you're definitely not going to hear that guy that's coming up behind you. So it should just be instinct. You get a frag, either hold that same angle or look at another angle, and that's just how it should be. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you want to see another Rainbow Six Siege Tips Guys tutorial, let me know in the comment section below. If you have any special recommendations, we're on the road to big 1K. We mad close. So you know what I'm saying, if you want to, go ahead and sub up. It'll be very appreciated, and like this video. So I hope you guys enjoy. And as usual, have a good day. It's Jobby, and I'm out, man.
For the ghetto, love for the hood, love for the people that turn the bad into good.